it's the world champion. Morbidelli having a look on the inside of the Spaniard. This is aggressive stuff. Brilliant Harry Sheen. Saw Morbidelli coming and said you see Rabat way back. That is the news. Obviously from Sam Lowe. Is that ready? It's going to be ending by that man there. Morbidelli speed up by Sam. What an aggressive start by his position. Third row. Morbidelli outside the combo. Back down into 8th place. Real troubles early on for the reigning world champion. He's got Marcel Schroeter behind him. Jonas Folger made a good start also. He's up to 4th. Javier Simeon in 5th.
But Lowe's just where he wanted to be. Zarco where he wanted to be. After that, there's
from Morbidelli there. From wide, almost off the track. Rabat's going to lose a lot of places. That was a hard move.
Lowe's and Zarco, they can really push on the pace. And of course, the rear tyre choice he's made may help. I would imagine Lowe's now wants to really push on hard from here because obviously with Rabat having to fight his way back through the field, he could break it up an awful lot. And I think Zarco will be just happy to hang in there behind him.
Yeah, this is the stage of the race, early doors, with that medium rear tyre selected by will be at its absolute best. Lowe's has got to try and make a break if he can, while he's got that superior grip from that medium rear. We ride on board with the world champion Tito Rabat, #1, involved in that first lap incident with Franco Morbidelli.
Yeah, Rabat in 8th place. Simone Corsi in front of him. Zarco doing just as we thought he would, just comes in. Well, now, Lowe's just runs it a little bit wide, I would imagine. I don't think deliberately. And Rabat takes over at the front.
#5, Johan Zarco. He's been Sam Lowe's most competitive opponent all the way through this weekend, and it's the Frenchman that leads from Sam Lowe's. Franco Morbidelli, who came from 8th on the grid, leads number 94, Jonas Folger. Sandro Cortese has dropped back to 6th place. Tito Rabat still in 8th, making no impression on the riders in front of him.
Folger and Morbidelli having a rare old battle for 3rd place. That is just going to help the two at the front, though, to open up the gap. That was a mistake by Lowe's, wasn't it?
Well, you can just see there as well, Jonas Folger just gesturing behind him to Morbidelli. Just tuck him behind me. We can try and catch these two. If we start scrapping it out, Zarco and Lowe's, they're going to be long gone, and we're not going to have a chance to fight for the victory. So let's see what Morbidelli does. Does he heed that bit of advice from Folger as we pick up with Sam Lowe's through turn 11? No push, it says at the moment. Maybe that's trying to get him to conserve that medium rear tyre. I very much doubt it. Sam Lowe's only knows one way, and that is to push.
Yeah, pushed a little bit too hard as Zarco took over at the front. He's settled now into a good rhythm. Zarco leads the way. Folger telling Morbidelli to settle in behind him, and I think he's done exactly that, because that is the only way they're going to pull back on the leading trio. Then there's Javier Simeon, then Cortese coming under pressure from Rabat and Corsi. But Rabat at the moment is making no real progress, is he?
No, Tito Rabat still stuck in that 8th place. He's got his former Martin VDS Racing teammate Mika Kallio behind him. The Finnish rider made an excellent start to this race. Kallio was down in 16th place on the grid. Johan Zarco already down into the 1:59s, 1:59.918. Zarco on a hot pace here at the start of this 20-lap race.
Here comes Cortese up the inside of Corsi at turn 1. There is Tito Rabat coming under pressure. There's nothing more than Mika Kallio would like to beat his old teammate, the man who beat him to the World Championship. in this race.
Morbidelli attacking Jonas Folger. This is exactly what Folger didn't really want, as they try and drag themselves back into victory contention. Javier Simeon now closed the gap on that battle for third place. He's putting Morbidelli under intense pressure. Dives underneath the Italian. Great move by Simeon. He's up to fourth.
He won't heed Folger saying tucking behind him, will he?
Well, Morbidelli has taken fourth place straight back at turn 6.
That's exactly what we were talking about, wasn't it? Great to watch and we love it, but they've just let Folger get away.
Yeah, that move that Morbidelli made on Tito Rabat at turn 1, it seems to have really unsettled the reigning world champion. He's still back down in 8th place. 4.8 seconds Rabat off the speed of Johann Zarco on only the third lap of this race. And if we thought if there was going to be anybody that could take the fight to Lowe's and Zarco, it was going to be the number 1.
Yeah, Lowe seems to have settled into the rhythm now. That pit board told him don't push too hard, and that's exactly right. Long as Zarco isn't able to get away at the front, Zarco will push on, and we've seen him do that before. But I think Lowe's pretty comfortable now in 2nd place. He did lead the way in the early stages. Made a mistake. Zarco got past him. But now it's settled into a real rhythm at the front. It's the gap between 2nd and 3rd is what? Nearly 3 seconds. Another mistake though from Sam Lowe's. Looks a bit nervous, doesn't he? As you would expect.
Johann Zarco now 3.5 seconds clear at the front of this motor race.
Oh, what a disaster for the pole setter. He made a mistake just before and he started to look nervous, and down he goes. From pole, no chance of winning the race. Now, Zarco has an enormous opportunity to win his first.
Tito Rabat's crash, the world champion. Well, we've just seen Sam Lowe's crash out of this race at the final corner, and there's a bemused number 1, Tito Rabat. 2 of the favourites for this race are already out on the 4th lap.
Wow. Let's have a look at this. He gets caught there.
Well, that's Rabat and Simone Corsi at the first corner. And it looked like Simone Corsi went down too in a tangle with the reigning world champion. Rabat, as we say, arms in the air.
Right, here we are. This
great
final
look at this
position
on
on the podium. Rins coated up at turn 15.
Rins, he's got 1 corner to go. Tom Lutey tries to ride a defensive line. Will Rins be able to get the slipstream? They come through turn 16. Jonas Folger crosses the line to win the Qatar Grand Prix. Javier Simeon will be 2nd.
Alex Rins.
Race.
Oh, what a disaster for the pole setter. He made a mistake just before and he started to look nervous, and down he goes. From pole, no chance of winning the race. Now, Zarco has an enormous opportunity. Let's have a look at this. He gets caught there.
Well, that's Rabat and Simone Corsi at the first corner. And it looked like Simone Corsi went down too in a tangle with the reigning world champion. Rabat, as we say, arms in the air.
Right, here we are. This
great
final
look at this
position
on
on the podium. Rins coated up at turn 15.
Rins, he's got 1 corner to go. Tom Lutey tries to ride a defensive line. Will Rins be able to get the slipstream? They come through turn 16. Jonas Folger crosses the line to win the Qatar Grand Prix. Javier involved in that first lap incident with Franco Morbidelli.
Yeah, Rabat in 8th place. Simone Corsi in front of him. Zarco doing just as we thought he would. Just comes in. Well, now, Lowe's just runs it a little bit wide, I would imagine. I don't think deliberately. And Rabat takes over at the front.
Number 5, Johann Zarco. He's been Sam Lowe's most competitive opponent. Looked like Simone Corsi went down too in a tangle with the reigning world champion. Rabat, as we say, arms in the air.
Right, here we are. This
great
final
look at this
position
on
on the podium. Rins coated up at turn 15.
Rins, he's got 1 corner to go. Tom Lutey tries to ride a defensive line. Will Rins.
And here we are. This is the battle for third. Rins.
Looked like Simone Corsi went down too in
in a tangle with the reigning world champion. Rabat, as we say, arms in the air.
Right, here we are. This
Great
one
look at this
position
on
on the
board.
podium.
Let's
See what
Rins
happens
closes
with
up
Rins
at
turn 15.
Rins, he's got one corner to go. Tom Lutey tries to ride a defensive line. Will Rick.
And here we are. This is the battle for third. Rins is in the slipstream. Lutey's going to hold it. Yes, Tom Lutey finishes in third place. What a debut.